Over 99% of flight attendant and cabin crew applicants fail the initial application stage. And the stage that a lot of people fail is the video interview. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, my name is Ryan and I am a flight attendant for a major UK airline. In this video, I am going to be going through the video interview process of your flight attendant and cabin crew application. If you have recently just received an invitation from your airline to complete a video interview, congratulations. Make sure you keep watching as you're going to find this video very useful. I'm going to go over some really big tips and tricks and hints that are really going to help you, hopefully, pass the video interview stage. I already have released a video as a part of a series of how to become a flight attendant. If you are watching this video and you haven't yet made that jump and applied to an airline, or you're kind of sat there thinking, wondering if you should or not, make sure you head on over to this video right over here. This video I've kind of dedicated to the initial application stage. It gives you all the big hints, tips and tricks as to get through that first initial step and the first initial application process. So if you've yet to apply to an airline, make sure you head on over there, as it will give you some really good ideas and really good tips and tricks. But if you have come to this video looking for tips and tricks about the video interview process, first of all, congratulations for getting this far. It's a very tough market, and it's a very competitive market. So to get to this stage where you're at, it's amazing. The things that I am going to talk about in this video today, we're going to be talking about first how you should dress and how you should style yourself. I'll go through a list of all the things that you should be wearing, whether you are a lady or a man. We're also going to be discussing some potential interview questions that you might come face to face with. And finally, I'm going to, throughout the video, talk about how you should present yourself in your video interview. The first thing you're going to want to think about is how you dress and how you style yourself. First of all, in terms of your dress and your style, in terms of what you want to wear, you're going to want to make sure you wear something kind of business. So think business, think maybe white blouse, black skirt. You might want to throw on maybe like a jacket or a blazer as well. It's really up to you. Obviously, this is a video interview. What I would say, and this also relates to the guys, is I know obviously during COVID, we all got very used to, like, you know, maybe doing like Zoom calls and maybe just wearing like a top, like a hoodie, and then wearing absolutely nothing on our legs. Personally, myself, whenever I did my video interview, I dressed for the occasion. I head to toe, and I even wore my shoes just because I felt like it helped me get into that zone. I know obviously like comfort is key, y'all know I always say that. However, for my video interview, I just wanted to make sure I was head to toe in my suit and my shoes. It really helped me get into the zone and really helped my head get into the space. Whereas I feel like if I just had my shirt, tie and blazer on and then nothing underneath, just my underwear, I probably wouldn't have felt uncomfortable, or just, I don't know, I just wouldn't have been in the game. So my top tip for you is, yes, whilst it might be more comfortable to sit with nothing on your legs, do try to put something on, because it might very well help you get into the headspace of going into an interview. I'm now going to talk quickly about your hair for the ladies. So you're going to want to make sure that it's kind of straight back away from your face. You can have it up in like a nice little bun. Maybe you have like a donut you can put it in. You can have it in like a nice French twist. Whatever works. But just make sure that your hair is straight back from your face. And it's in like a nice kind of stylized updo almost. You want to make sure that your hair isn't kind of dropping below your shoulder length. Now, of course, I know for the likes of US airlines and stuff, that policy, there's a different policy in place, but most airlines in Europe, the UK, and I think even Asia as well, you have to have your hair up. And it's not for like an aesthetic point of view, it's for a health and safety point of view. A lot of our safety equipment that we need to use, if we did need to use it during like in a kind of emergency situation, when your hair's up, obviously your hair's of less risk of interfering with said safety equipment. So it is a health and safety policy, so just make sure your hair's up. If you want some like good ideas as to how to style your hair, I would really recommend going to social media and having a look at some flight attendants who work for UK and European airlines. There's some fabulous creations out there. But yeah, just make sure your hair's up and it's not falling below your shoulders. If you have like a nice bob, that'll be fine to wear down. Just make sure it's not below your shoulder length, and like make sure you don't have any like kind of bangs that are gonna be like, you know, like here, and you're gonna be like trying to squint everywhere. Yeah, no. Make sure just your hair, if your hair is too long for your face, just scrape it back a little. Make sure it's not dropping below your face, and make sure it's up and not below your shoulders. Makeup, keep it very, very, very simple. Don't be going too cray-cray with the makeup. Neutral colors, subtlety is always key in my opinion. And also make sure, like, whatever makeup you do put on, it matches your skin tone and your skin color. You do not want to be sitting down for your video interview looking like you just stepped off set with Geordie Shore or Jersey Shore, like being bright orange. More to the point as well, you don't want to be looking like Flashback Mary or Casper the Ghost. So just make sure that whatever makeup you do put on, it's subtle, it's not too cray-cray, and it does match your features. Eyeshadows, again, you can wear them, but again, nothing too crazy, like a nice kind of neutral colors, nude, light pinks, those kind of colors will work best. Eyeliner, again, don't be going too thick or heavy. Make sure your eyeliner is just nice and simple. You don't want to be, again, sitting down looking like you just like put all this eyeliner on and you look like you've been wearing binoculars. That's not going to be a good look. And lipstick, I would again recommend neutral colors, maybe pinks, and even like a nice red color. Red lipstick seems to be very popular, so again, you might want to go with that. Light pinks are quite nice too. Don't be going for like, you know, a bright neon hot pink or like a bright neon green or orange. And keep it very simple with the makeup and the lips. As I said, don't be going too cray-cray. You don't want to be sitting down like you're getting ready to go to the club for the night. That's not what the look you want to aspire to go for. Just keep it simple, keep it fresh, keep it clean. Ladies, part your nails. You want to make sure that your nails are well trimmed and well groomed, nothing too long. Again, we do have health and safety policies in place, and some of the safety equipment, your nails might interfere in that. So if you have long nails, take a look at them and maybe give them a nice little trim. Of course, you can maybe put on some false nails if that's how you prefer to rock and roll, or you might even want to go full on out and get your nails like fully on, like manicured and done for the occasion, for the interview. Whatever suits you best, just make sure your nails aren't too long. And again, in terms of color for nail polish, if you are going to use nail polish, nudes work best, light pinks, and like a red nail, absolutely gorgeous. Don't be like putting on like a bright neon green nail polish, for example, because that's not going to look good at all, or like a black nail polish. Just keep it very, very simple with your nail polishing. The next one I'm going to talk about is jewelry for the ladies. So nothing, again, the theme here is subtlety is key, sometimes less is more, and don't be going too cray-cray with the jewelry. So in terms of earrings, like keep it like a nice little stud. You don't want to be doing your video interview like these big giant hoop earrings, looking like, again, you just walked in from the club. No, like, don't even think about it. Just nice little subtle like studs. Again, nothing too crazy on the bridge of your ears or anything. Just two nice little studs will do, usually like gold or like a silver color. Absolutely fine. Again, a lot of our safety equipment, jewelry, a lot of policies regarding jewelry in airlines revolves around the use of health and safety equipment and some of the safety equipment that we need to use during an emergency situation. Jewelry can impact and affect those, so that's why airlines are quite strict on the use of jewelry. So studs for your earrings, don't be wearing too many rings in your finger. Maybe keep it simple to maybe 2 rings on each hand, maybe your wedding band if you have one, and then like another ring. Bracelets, again, don't be wearing all these different bracelets and bangles. Just one simple bracelet, so you're like a nice little gold chain or a silver chain. Absolutely perfect. I know a lot of people love their Pandora bracelets with all their charms. Don't save that for when like you go out for dinner and stuff. You don't want all these charms to be like jingling away whilst you're trying to sit and do your video interview. So again, keep it simple, keep it subtle. And another thing you're gonna be wanting to make sure that you're wearing is one of these. You're gonna want to make sure you're wearing a watch. Now, a watch for us flight attendants is a required safety item, so we do have to wear one. So make sure for your video interview, and this applies to the guys as well, that you're wearing a watch. You can either wear a digital watch or an iWatch like I am, or you can wear like a classic watch with like the arms and the prongs. Whatever works better for you, I would personally recommend an iWatch because you can set like a timer and stuff on it too to help you with the video questions and the timers that there might be in place. That's just me though. A watch is one of our required items, so if you're already wearing one of your required items for your video shoot, that's going to be a massive tick in your favor. A very subtle tick and a very subtle kind of element to how you're going to dress, but a very massive tick in the eyes of the recruiters. The last one I'm going to quickly talk about for the ladies as well, and this can somewhat apply for the guys too, is your tattoos. A lot of airlines are getting less and less strict on their tattoo policy. There are still a lot of airlines who are quite strict on their tattoo policy and want the tattoos to completely covered up, which is fine. There are some airlines that don't really care. To be honest, I would research your airline's tattoo policy and go from there, but just to be safe, just cover them up for the time being. Obviously, if you have any offensive tattoos, like a middle finger on like your like arm, definitely cover that up. You do not want that on the show at all. Obviously, as well, there are airlines out there that don't like tattoos whatsoever. So again, do your research. Try and find out what airlines do allow tattoos, what airlines can kind of get by you having tattoos, and what airlines will be like absolutely not, like no tattoos whatsoever, because there are still some airlines out there that don't allow you to work for them with tattoos. So do some research, because if you apply to an airline and you get an interview and they find out you have a tattoo and they don't want you having a tattoo at all, you're out the door already. That's it, you're not getting the job. So just do some research. But just to be safe, for the purposes of this video, I would just say cover your tattoos up, wear long sleeves for the time being, and then when you get the job and if your airline does allow tattoos to be a show, amazing. But if not, if they still want them to be covered up, then you've already done it for your video interviews, so then you don't have to worry about doing it later on. Right, I'm gonna go back and we're gonna talk about the guys, what you guys should be wearing. So again, think business. So think shirt, tie, waistcoat if you want to wear one, definitely blazer, a nice dress trousers, and some nice loafers or some nice laced up shoes. So as the business, think very smart. You can change the colours up a wee bit, so instead of wearing a white shirt, you can wear like a nice light blue shirt, and again maybe wear some nice brown shoes, if that matches the colours of your suits better, like maybe like a nice navy suit. Keep it simple with the suit colours. I would either say navy, grey or black. Nothing too crazy. You don't want to be walking in like, you know, a bright red jacket or anything. Just keep it simple, keep it classy, and just think business. What would you wear to a business meeting? That's the best way I can like try to get you in the zone. Again, makeup, guys, if you are going to wear makeup, keep it simple. Hair, you're going to want to make sure it's well groomed, so make sure it's styled nice. If you do have longer hair as a guy, you might want to think about maybe tying it up into like a nice bun. Again, make sure that it's not dropping below your shoulders or cray, or like it looks like you've just woken up and rolled out of bed. That's not going to be a good look, so no. Again, make sure you're wearing your watch, and any jewellery that you're wearing, again, keep it simple, so maybe one ring each finger, nothing too crazy for the wrists. If you are going to be wearing like kind of any piercings or earrings, keep it simple with like maybe like a little stud. Don't even think about doing like any kind of nose piercings or eyebrow piercings or lip or tongue piercings. If you do have those, take them out until after your video interview. You can pop them right back in afterwards. So you're probably wondering, like, these are some very strict rules on grooming and how I should look. Airlines are generally, I don't want to say very strict, but probably have like some of the strictest kind of look guidelines out there. And the reason why is because obviously they want you to represent them. They want the best people to represent the airline the best way. And the best way you can represent your airline is by looking absolutely fabulous, walking through that airport and people looking at you being like, damn. And again, to that point, what I would say is, know who you're trying to work for. A big tip from me, especially whenever you're deciding what to wear, is try to dress as if you're already a flight attendant. If you're sat down for your video interview and you already look like you are a flight attendant, that's going to be a massive tick in the box for the recruiter watching your video interview. And the reason why I say that is because if they can already envision you in the role and you haven't even answered any questions yet, they've just seen what you look like and they're looking at you thinking, okay, this person right here already looks like a flight attendant. That's half the battle won. That's like a big impression made on that recruiter, and a very good big impression too. So know who you're trying to work for. Again, if you know who you're trying to work for, it's really going to help you. And if you can dress as if you're already in the role, that's half the battle won. Like, you're halfway to the job already. And they're going to be looking at you and thinking, wow, I can already envision this person in the role of a flight attendant or cabin crew. What I would say for both guys and girls, please do not sit down for your video interview. And I've heard some horror stories. Don't sit down wearing just a bikini or like your pajamas, or like I'm wearing, wear like a hoodie. No, absolutely not. You're pretty much throwing your application down into a toilet if you do that. Think about what a recruiter is going to be thinking whenever they see or play back your interview. Do you want them to look at you and see a crappy look like this? Or do you want them to have a look at you with a really well polished look like this? And that's half the battle won. The way you groom yourself and the way you present yourself with your style and what you're wearing, half the battle of the video interview process. A lot of the Middle Eastern airlines, such as Etihad, Emirates, Qatar Airways, I do believe they have open days. And the open days, it's kind of almost like skipping the video interview process. But again, you're going to want to make sure that you're dressed the same, essentially. So think business. I do believe a lot of airlines out there, especially the Middle Eastern airlines, on their websites, they actually publish a how you should look guide and how they kind of want you to dress and present yourself. So have a look at those, and as they say, dress like they want you to dress. Again, you need to know who you're working for. You need to know who you want to impress. And again, if you can match the criteria that they're looking for, and they can already envision you in their uniform, and they can already envision you working for them based on how you look and how you dress yourself, you've won the battle already. So if your airline's telling you what you should be wearing, read it, take it, and do it. Now, I'm gonna talk about some of the questions that you might expect in your video interview. For the purposes of fairness and me not delving too much into my own past experience with video interviews, I'm not gonna list the questions that I got on my video interview, because I feel like that wouldn't be too fair to the people who A, had to try and answer them along with myself, or B, for people down the line, because it could throw you off because you could get a whole bunch of different questions. So, I'm gonna just kind of list some general questions that you might find in your video interview. A lot of the questions that you may come across in your video interview are probably going to be situational questions. So, name a time when you gave excellent customer service. Name a time when you received very bad customer service. So it'll be those kind of very similar questions. So there's something that I kind of want to drill into your head for your kind of video interview questions, okay? And what you want to think about is customer service. So repeat it with me. Customer service. Customer service, customer service, customer service. A lot of your questions are going to be based around customer service. Now, what I would say is, don't get too kind of caught up on the safety element of the job. Yes, safety is important. It's the kind of most important thing that we have to think about as flight attendants. But your airline knows that they can give you the safety training that you need, the world-class safety training that you will need to fly. They know they're going to give you that, and they know that's what you're going to receive should you get the job offer. So, to that point, what I would say is, try to answer your questions thinking about customer service. Think about service. Again, have that kind of like in the back of your head about safety. A safety awareness for these questions is going to be really good. But they want to hear all about your customer service experience. They want to hear all about customer service. As I said, safety. If you can bring it up, that would be great. If you have an awareness of safety and safety protocols, amazing, but don't get caught up on that. Think about customer service. That is what's really going to drive home your answers. But yeah, whenever you are answering your questions, think about how you're presenting yourself as well. You know, if you're sat there being like, oh my god, yeah, I love customer service, as opposed to somebody who's like, yeah, I have a really great experience in customer service. I love my customers to be happy. I don't ever want them to have a negative experience. Look at the two like kind of differences, how I present myself there. The first way I was a little bit like moody, grumpy. I didn't really look like I was wanting the job to begin with. Whereas the second version of me there, I seemed a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more positive. I'm smiling a lot more. So all these things will contribute to you getting points and hopefully passing your video interview. So smile. Smile, smile, smile. Trust me, there's nothing worse when you get on board an aircraft and your flight attendants are... If you're somebody like me who does struggle to smile, because let's be real, I do have quite a big resting face. I do have like a quite grumpy face sometimes. Do what I do, practice in the mirror for your video interview. Just be like... It may look really weird, but just corny, really corny and cringy, but hey, it helped me, so it might help you. But again, how you present yourself, that's half the battle, because if they see you as somebody who's quite positive, who's quite energetic, who's quite bubbly, who's very smiley and very warm and welcoming, that's half the battle won, because they're going to see that through the camera. Again, if you're somebody who's not doing any of those things, who isn't receptive, who isn't warm, who is quite moody looking, that gives off a very cold impression, and they're going to see that again. What I would say is for your video interview, they are looking at everything. They're looking at how you dress, how you present yourself, how you answer your questions. You could give the best answers to your questions in the world, but if you look like you don't want to be doing this job, or you look like you're not having a good time, that's going to come across and that's going to translate in camera. So think about how you present yourself, and really, 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 if you're not somebody who, like me, is animated, if you're not an animated person like myself, try to practice your smiles and being warm and engaging. Because again, that's half about one. And that's what they want to see. They want to see you be the best that you can be. They want to see you be warm, receptive, engaging. That's really going to help you, especially when you answer your questions. Again, it's not all about your answers and all about what you say. That's a big chunk of it. But another big chunk of it is how you present yourself and how you style yourself. And that's half the battle. But they want to see you be passionate. So be passionate about this. If this is something that you've been wanting to do for years and years and years, like it was for me, show that passion. Do not be afraid. Like, obviously, don't be like, I want to be a flight attendant. That's a little bit too much. Like, just rein it in a bit. But again, smile. Be excited. This is a great opportunity for you. It's an opportunity that not many people get either. So really, really try and do your best to show that. Trust me, they will absolutely love seeing you smile away and seeing you be so excited for this opportunity when you're answering your questions. Something that you do want to think about incorporating into your answers where it's needed, and think about your teamwork abilities, think about your communication and being able to work within a team and communicate within a team, and be able to communicate with customers. That's a really big thing. Communication. So really, really think about those for your answers too. You want to think about team building and also communication. Something that I find quite helped me as well is before my video interview, I did a little bit of research on my airline key values. So again, have a look at your airline, look at their key values, look at what they believe in, and try to, not memorize, but try to incorporate some of the values into your answers. Your recruiter is going to be sat thinking to themselves, wow, this applicant, they know our key values, they agree with our key values, and they're willing, and they look like the kind of person who's going to support and also uplift those key values. Ding, ding, ding. This is the candidate right here. This is the person I need to hire. Your airline's probably not going to be interested in how many aircraft they own. They're not going to be interested in things like that. They might be interested for you to know like things about the routes and where they fly, but don't get too bogged down on those kind of little things. What you're going to want to be looking for is key values and what your company wants to achieve, and your company goals and your company mission. That is what you want to be looking and thinking towards. And if you can find the values, if you can find their mission, again, incorporate those into your answers, and I guarantee you, you'll be flying. Something that I would not recommend saying at any point during your video interview, and please, 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 please do not say this, but please don't say,
I love to travel.
Okay, let me just say this. We all love to travel. That's why we're applying to this job, right? Betty Crocker down the street with Richard Crocker, she loves to travel. Dr. Phillips with his 2 kids and his wife, he loves to travel. Mr. and Mr. Richardson down the road with their little baby, they love to travel. Your next door neighbor loves to travel. We all love to travel. We all love to put ourselves in a new situation with a new environment for a temporary time. We all love traveling. It doesn't matter whether it's by plane, cruise ship, train, like a little car road trip. It doesn't matter. All of us love to travel, whether for a week, a month, whatever it is. We all love it. So please do not sit there and say, I love to travel. Listen, your airline knows what they can give you. So this is another top tip from me. Don't say what your airline can do for you. What you want to think about is what you can do for your airline, and that's what they're really interested in. They know they can give you the world-class training for safety. They know they can give you travel opportunities, and they know they can help you meet the best people in the world. They know they can give you that opportunity, and they're not interested in hearing what they can give you. What they want to know is what you can give them, and how you're going to elevate the brand, and how you're going to elevate the airline, and what you're going to do to make sure that you uphold all their values and beliefs. That is what they're interested in. So if you can do that, you've won. So just keep it in the back of your mind. just don't talk about travel. Do not talk about the travel element, because they know they can give you that. Talk about what you can do for your airline, and that is going to be a big point, because if you can do that, oh my gosh, you'll pass with flying colors. Trust me. You do not want to sit there and be like, I love travel so much, and you can help me meet the best people in the world. They know they can do that for you. Think about what you and your beautiful face are going to be doing for your airline that you're applying to. But yeah, hopefully this video has helped you guys. If it has, please drop your girl a big old thumbs up down below. It lets me know that you not only enjoyed this video, but you're enjoying my content, and it really helps support the channel. And if you do want to see a future video where I do talk about the face-to-face interview stage, please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Come join the family, and you'll be the first to know whenever I do upload that video, as well as all my other travel vlogs. If you guys do have any questions, one of the reasons why I am making these videos is so I can get back to you. So if you do have any questions for me, please drop them down below, or you can find me on my Instagram, which I'll link down in the description below too. Feel free to message me, ask me anything that you need. I'll do my best to help you and help you through this amazing and exciting opportunity. Just enjoy this. I know it can seem like a tough process, but it can be an enjoyable one too. And if your airline can see that you're enjoying this, as torturous as it can be, and as nerve-wracking as it can be, if they can see that you're genuinely enjoying this opportunity, that's gonna go a million miles to helping you succeed. Down below, if there is anything that you guys need or want from me, please drop me a message down below, or drop a comment down below, and I'll do my very best to answer each and every single query that you may have. If you do complete your video assessment and you passed, amazing, congratulations, well done. If this video did help you, then I'm very glad, and I'm very excited for you. You're about to embark on an amazing journey. By this point, you've probably been offered a face-to-face interview or a face-to-face assessment day. Amazing. I will talk about that in a separate video. If you didn't get the result that you were quite expecting or wanting, and you haven't passed this time around, I'm so sorry, but please do not be disheartened. Keep trying, and try again. Try and reflect on how you performed, and reflect on how you answered the questions, reflect on how you presented yourself. Really dig down and think, did I do the best that I could do, or is there something else that I could have worn differently, or is there some way that I could have been? And just keep trying. And as I said in a previous video, you might get the no from this airline. maybe have a look at other airlines. See if maybe other airlines are looking for candidates to apply. You may not be what that original airline is looking for, but you may be what another airline is wanting and looking for. So please don't be disheartened. Please keep trying. This is an amazing opportunity, and I guarantee you, whilst right now might not be your time, it will be your time eventually, and your journey's just taking a little bit longer, but you'll get there and you'll be amazing and you will fly. I promise you. So please keep trying, don't be disheartened, and just stay with it. Because I kept trying and it took me 3 times to get with my airline, and here we are, I'm living the dream with my airline, and you will too, I guarantee it. Just gotta keep going, and whilst it might take a little bit longer for you to get there, you will get there, I promise you. So please keep trying and don't be disheartened. Anyway, guys, I am gonna love you and leave you. I've got a flight to go get ready for. So, yeah, please, as I said, as always, please drop me a like, please drop me a subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really do hope this video has helped you guys, especially if you are going to be attempting a flight attendant cabin crew video interview. I really hope this video helps you prepare, and I really hope this video gives you the tools that you need to succeed for that stage of the application process. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a magical day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!